Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look. It's $125,000 for a Bitcoin today. That's you can't complain with that, can you? So let's have a look to see what's actually going on the short term. Because I was expecting a little bit more of a pullback, but the strength is just unbelievable. It's just that it's the altcoins actually that are starting to feel the burn, which is fine because we just need a healthy foundation. If that's what Bitcoin is, I'll take it. So we're continuing to move up using the 10 exponential on the 4 hourly here. The bearish divergence still is in play for money flow index. Actually, it's not anymore for the RSI. So momentum is still strong. The volume is falling a little. Now we do have at this point now a confirmed. It was like this yesterday, but confirmed trend signal on the daily. So we are looking for this one to keep going up higher and higher. Money flow is at 66, RSI is 72. So this has got further to run. There's no reason for this to pop at this level or anything like that. This will be bearish divergence on the money flow index, just to put it out there. You've got a high here, you'll have a new all-time high here, you'll have bearish divergence. These are the sort of things you want to generally look for tops on Bitcoin, unfortunately. Big overheated read here, bearish divergence over here, did mark off a peak within a few weeks or so. So we do have that. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend that it's not there. It is there. So we just have to think about what that might mean. But at the same time, if we were to go back onto the daily and have a look at these peaks, you'd see a much higher read on the money flow index. You'd also see things on the 4 hourly too. So Bitcoin generally looking like the party's still on, running into Pumptober, isn't it? This time it is Pumptober by the sounds of things. But let's have a look at some of the altcoins, because we're doing a live stream tonight. So if you want to join the Patreon, doing a whole stream tonight. We do it twice a week. You know this. And so we're doing one tonight. So maybe I'll see you there. We'll look at all the altcoins at that point. But for now, let's just focus on Ethereum and maybe a bit of XRP. So Ethereum, basically the same as it was yesterday, really. On its way to revisit the previous local high. Above all moving averages still. No bearish divergence leading into this move. Moving over to the 4 hourly, hit the top of the Bollinger Band. A little bit of bear div using the 10 and the 20 exponential to find its support. Incoming, confirmed golden cross now on exponentials. Incoming on golden cross on simples at this rate. Probably at some point, maybe Monday, Tuesday, if we can stay above 4,350. XRP hit the golden cross retest, which is fine. This is nice. This is what you want to see. So we're working on a V-shaped recovery for XRP at this stage now, just on the 4 hourly. Moving down to the daily. Yeah, nice retest, as exactly as expected, into the centre of a Bollinger Band. The 20, the 10, the 21, all of those magical places with the 4 hourly golden cross as well. So I think it's only right that this one does basically launch up to its next target, around 333, the Mason's price. I'm not saying it's going to do this today on Sunday. Sunday's usually a bit of a crap day to do any kind of trading, but that's what it presents as. That is the situation that we find ourselves in. Right, so the total 2 has now got a trend signal on the Itchy Cloud as well, which is nice. Bullish divergence on the daily there. Moving over to the weekly, lots of drives of bearish divergence. This week will be no different. And if we just check the 4 hourly, centre of the band as well. So just like XRP did. Well, there's no point in me milking this video any longer than it's worth. Everything is pretty good. There are signs of bearish divergence on high-term time frames being weeklies. These are the sort of things that we have to be careful with. So I don't know how much longer this cycle or this trend generally can keep going, but I would expect it to keep going for a little bit longer at least. But yeah, I mean, if you've been in Bitcoin since, I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you picked it up this cycle. But for me, it was like 19,005 and then 21,000 basically. And don't forget, I've still got loads from 4,000 as well. So, realistically, no one's going to get the top on this. No one's going to sell the top. Just like no one really buys the bottom, to be fair. But I am looking back and going, right, okay, well, this is a decent outcome so far. Maybe it is time, because I expect us to start finding tops soon on Bitcoin. That doesn't mean that altcoins can't keep going. It's happened in the past. It's not nothing. These things can happen, but I am looking to start reducing positions on high earners, basically. Why wouldn't I? The only other thing that is worth referencing here is the Dixie, which again coming back down generally as we expected towards this trend line. If we do start to find scrape out a low around this, that's what the model suggests. Now that doesn't mean that it's definitely going to happen, but my thing is always, if there's a model that fits, go with the model that fits for now. Because you'll kick yourself if you feel like it's going to deviate from that model. Just from a feeling or from a particular bias. There is a good chance this time round though, unlike this time. So you had these moves down here with the bullish divergence, this time you've come down to the trend line with bearish divergence. There is evidence that we will break this trend line, and that's where we'll see a parabolic, euphoric area in probably all markets, but crypto especially. But until then, we are sort of scraping the bottom of the trend line. So, there's nothing wrong with being in dollars. So I'm telling you, there is. You've got to be in it at the right time. That's why we like these models. Buy dollars, buy dollars, sell dollars, sell dollars, buy dollars, sell dollars, buy dollars, sell dollars, buy dollars. And when I say buy dollars, I just mean sell assets. Sell assets, really. So, look. I'm not your financial advisor. You do what you see fit. I think it's reasonable to assume that the cycle, whether you want it to be extended or not, it's probably only got a few months in it. And I know that's usually the most parabolic time in the market. But I'm just putting it to you. There will come a point where it will actually find a peak. But I don't think it's this week, honestly. But I think it will be relatively soon. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.